Batting fourth, number 5, Jackson Bullard. Batting fifth, number 10, Brendan O'Brien. Batting sixth, number 13, Kenya Bullard. Batting seventh, number 3, Braxton Locklear. Batting eighth, number 55, Talon Hurt. Batting ninth, number 11, Jude Jacobs. Batting 10th, number 23, Jace Locklear. Batting 11th, number 1, Hunter Clark. And batting 12th, number 7, Declan Locklear. The manager, Caleb Jacobs. Coaches, Lathan Bullard and Eric Freeman. Starting lineup for South Carolina with the home team. Leading off, number 9, Brady Knight. Batting second, number 22, Elon Batista. Batting third, number 14, Keegan Bowers. Batting fourth, number 15, Tanner Stevenson. Batting fifth, number 24, Caden Barnes. Batting sixth, number 2, Jet Schwartz. Batting seventh, number 44, Talon Thunderberg. Batting eighth, number 12, Colton Hay. Batting ninth, number 7, Colton Thomas. Batting 10th, number 5, Nolan Scritoli. Batting 11th, number 3, Fisher Pope. Batting 12th, number 99, Noah Croxton. The managers, Brent Barnes. Coaches, Jason Knight and Matt Schwartz. Umpires for today's game. Behind the plate, Ty Durbin. Base umpires, James Coney and Wesley Breland. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise, remove your headgear as we respect our nation and pray. Let us pray. Father in heaven, we ask your blessings on the games that we are about to play. Give each of us the courage to play this game in a manner which by our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us all enter into this competition in the spirit of sportsmanship with respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, now to bless each of us, especially coaches, officials, parents, players, and friends. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us to be aware of his presence with us in this game. Amen. Let's play ball.
2026 DYB World Series baseball is on the air live from Laurel, Mississippi at the Laurel Sports Complex. It's a Battle of the Carolinas in our first game here at the DYB Network, here on this beautiful Friday morning. Good morning, everybody. Ollie Hammonds reporting here on what is a gorgeous morning as we start this Division I AAA action bracket. Once again, it's a Battle of the Carolinas. We're glad you've joined us here as the home team, South Carolina, hits the field and begins their warm-up tosses. Let's go ahead and get you the starting lineups offensively first for North Carolina. Of course, the lineups always sponsored by Lando Frost, a family-owned business that's been making great tasting lunch meat for over 60 years. Find their brands in supermarkets nationwide. Check them out at landofrost.com. For North Carolina, leading off is going to be Nixon Jacobs, then Jace Bullard, Asher Freeman, Jackson Bullard, Brennan O'Brien plays second base. Kanaya Bullard, Braxton Locklear, Talon Hunt, Jude Jacobs, Jace Locklear, Hunter Clark, and Declan Locklear round out the North Carolina offensive order. Defensively for South Carolina, left to right, Nolan Scritoli is in left, Fisher Pope in center, and Taylor Funderburk is out there in right field. Third to first, Colton Pate, Brady Knight, Colton Thomas, Caden Barnes over there at first base, and behind the dish, Tanner Stevenson. On the mound is Keegan Bowers as he finishes up his tosses. Once again, thank you so much for joining us early here on the DYB Network, presented by Smash It Sports. Smash It Sports, when it comes to baseball and softball gear, nobody beats Smash It Sports. The largest bat and equipment selection online. Lowest prices guaranteed. Free shipping, real expertise from people who live the game. Smash It Sports has you covered. Visit smashitsports.com. All right, we're about set and ready to go for the early game here on Raising Cane's Field for Division I AAA action. This is game number 2 of the tournament. Another game going on in another field here. Stepping up, Nixon Jacobs. So now we have an update. Jet Schwartz is behind the dish now. Already have a defensive change. How about that? First pitch in there for a strike. And away we go. An official start time at local time, 8:30, right on time. How about that? Next pitch on its way. Swinging a ground ball left side. Oh, a diving attempt there by Knight. It clanks off his glove and into center field. Difficult play. That'll be a leadoff single. And just a good job by Knight to even get to that ball. Leadoff single for Nixon Jacobs. And now Jace Bullard due up. Bullard, the shortstop for the team from North Carolina. Hails from Pembroke, North Carolina. His favorite baseball memory for Mr. Bullard is playing in the World Series. And that one in there for a strike, gets away from the catcher, Schwartz. So he'll gather it up, though. So Jet Schwartz behind the dish. Jace Bullard here, a twin. That's the fun fact. Stepping in here. Wind blowing gently out there as the festivities have begun in Laurel for this World Series. Last week we had a great World Series with the Division II action. Majors and AAA. It was fun to witness that, get to broadcast those games, and we're right back, same crew as there was last week if you watched the action. Bullard steps back in after taking a timeout. Coming set is Bowers, and he now fires in the dirt. Almost gets away from the catcher, but not far enough. Keegan Bowers on the mound. Stocky right-hander. Fires one, swung on and missed right there by Bullard. That'll be strike two, so now the count even at 2 apiece. Bowers from Lancaster, South Carolina. Goes to Buford Middle School. Loves to be on the mound and pitching. That's exactly what he's doing right here. Favorite baseball player, Ellie De La Cruz. That one missed somewhere, and the count now goes full. So a payoff pitch forthcoming. Already here in the first inning. North Carolina been able to work some good at-bats so far. Jacobs led off the inning with a single. And now a walk to Bullard. Puts runners on first and second with nobody out. And that'll bring up Asher Freeman for North Carolina. And now I think we're already going to have a meeting on the mound here. While we do, today's game, by the way, brought to you by Sadler Insurance. They've been the endorsed insurance provider for DYB for decades. Think of Sadler Insurance for all your sports insurance needs for all different types of sports and activities. Quotes are available instantly online at www.sadlersports.com. Sadler insures teams, leagues, camps, tournament hosts, and sports facilities, and as a one-stop shop for all your policies and risk management needs. Sadler is the official insurance provider to Diamond Youth Baseball. Meeting over, and now we are ready for the resumption of play. Stepping up now is Asher Freeman. This Division I AAA action. Early Friday morning in Laurel, Mississippi. We've had some rain last night and yesterday. The field a little more soft than normal. That one's going to be a little bit low, I guess. So called low, ball one to Freeman. Asher Freeman. Prospect, North Carolina, takes a strike. Freeman's favorite baseball player, Shohei Ohtani. He wants to be an MLB player when he grows up. Pitches in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, Schwartz, and down to second and third go the runners. So Jacobs and Bullard advance another base. As Schwartz could not block the ball up. And so now Asher Freeman with a prime RBI opportunity here with a 2-1 count. Still nobody out in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. Big, healthy hack there by Freeman. Came up just empty. Freeman, the first baseman for North Carolina. Two and two the count. Pitch from Bowers. Swinging a chopper, left side. Fielded by the third baseman, Pate. Gets up and will not fire anywhere. So that'll be an RBI infield single for Asher Freeman as Nixon Jacobs comes in to score. And the score now early in the game, 1-0 North Carolina. That'll bring up Jackson Bullard. Staying put at second is Jace Bullard. RBI single for Asher Freeman. Good job there by Colton Pate down there at third to even field the ball. But when he popped up, the runner, Freeman, had already skipped across first. That could have been a multiple run single. So that was, I believe, a run-saving play by Pate out there at third. Jackson Bullard takes a ball and now takes one in the dirt. Gets away once again from Schwartz, and down goes the runners to extra bases. So now Bullard at third and Freeman at second. Keegan Barnes not been able to really be super sharp in this one so far. Stepping out is Jackson Bullard. And now they want to discuss things down there with their first base coach. As always, today's game stream is brought to you by Synergy Sports and Entertainment, the official broadcast partner of Diamond Youth Baseball. Our experienced team of professional announcers, broadcasters, producers, and camera operators are excited to bring you live game coverage all this week. With over 100 years of combined experience, Synergy Sports is a full-service sports media and marketing company offering end-to-end video coverage, sports broadcasting, sponsorship acquisition, and promotion of your company's special events. Check us out today at synergysportsproductions.com. Squaring around a bunt is Bullard. He pulls the bat back. Now 3-0 the count. And now Bowers in danger of walking the runner and loading up the bases. Not the worst outcome here with a base open there at first. And first baseman Caden Barnes playing in. 3-0. That's ball 4. And Jackson Bullard will advance now on the walk, and the bases are now loaded for Brendan O'Brien. O'Brien with a chance to kind of bust this one open. And now another timeout. We're going to have another meeting on the mound. This might be a pitching change. I believe it will be. And yes, it will be. We're going to kick it to a break here. 1-0 the score. South Carolina with their backs against the wall early. North Carolina up 1-0. Bases are loaded. Still nobody out in the early going. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price. We got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smash Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Smash It Sports, proud diamond sponsor of the 2026 DYB World Series, the nation's largest online baseball and softball equipment retailer. Brendan O'Brien now batting. Bases loaded. Nobody out still. New pitcher Brady Knight comes in from short. Fires one upstairs. Price match guaranteed. Free shipping over 100 top brands. Find your next game changer at smashitsports.com. Smash It Sports, where champions shop. Defensive changes. Thomas, the second baseman, goes over to short. And Craxton in the game at second base. Knight's next pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. Brendan O'Brien batting. With the bases loaded, nobody out, 1-0 the score already. North Carolina has cashed a run in. Been an extended inning. A couple of walks and a couple of singles have brought in some runs. Next pitch swung on a missed. 1-2. Knight really could use this strikeout here. Tanner O'Brien trying to keep that from happening. Right-handed hitter, hits from a crouch. And now the pitch. Swinging a line drive, caught by the first baseman. Does he beat him back to the bag? No, he's safe. Runners will all stay put, though. Good play there by Barnes, the first baseman. Had the awareness to catch it, immediately tried to go back to first, but the runner at first, Bullard, was able to get back in time.
Number 13, Kanaya Bullard.
One down. Kanaya Bullard now due up. So now we have a timeout on the field, actually. There was discussion there down there at first. Now Bullard steps in. First pitch to Bullard. Squaring around the bunt and taking a strike is Bullard. Knight needs to get 2 outs to keep North Carolina right where they're at. But North Carolina with a chance to really bust this one open early on in this game and in this tournament. 0-1 inside for a ball. Knight, though, in the early going of his outing, has looked very sharp. Knight, the right-hander. Comes set at the chest. And now delivers to Bullard. That one's down and away for a ball. Still only 1 down. You got Jackson Bullard over there at first. Asher Freeman at second. And Jace Bullard at third. The 2-1. That one's low. 3-1. So 1 down. Knight in danger of walking in a run here. Bullard trying to take the RBI any way they can. North Carolina, that is. 3-1. Swinging a ground ball left side. Fielded by the shortstop. Shovels to second. They get 1, and that'll be it. Thomas flipped it to Croxton. A run does score on the fielder's choice. Kanaya Bullard picks up the RBI. But there are 2 down now. Jace Bullard comes in to score. And Freeman down to third. Like I said, there's 2 down. 2-0 to score. North Carolina in the early lead. Top of the first, just underway. Braxton Locklear now to bat. Yeah, and I believe that pause there was for a change at first. Courtesy runner over there at first. That pitch is in there for a strike. Brendan O'Brien, I believe, now running at first for North Carolina. 0-1 the count to Locklear. Battle of the Carolinas here. 0-1. Swinging a pop-up. Left side. Is he going to drop down? No, it will not. What a catch there by Pate, the third baseman. Tumbling over Pate was Knight, but the catch was made. And the inning will come. Up 2, though, in the early going. It's North Carolina 2, South Carolina coming up. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, Brad. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price. We got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Welcome back here, bottom half of the first. 2-0 to score, North Carolina on top. This gets you to South Carolina's offensive lineup here, brought to you by Lando Frost, a family-owned company that sees great importance in keeping communities and their families healthy and active. Lando Frost started their youth sports initiative in 2003, which provides funds to help cover costs associated with organizing and operating youth sports organizations. Find out more at landofrost.com. Leading off here is Brady Knight, then Elon Bautista, Keegan Bowers, Tanner Stevenson, Kalen Barnes, Jet Schwartz, Talon Funderburk. First pitch in there for a strike from Bullard. Colton Pate, Colton Thomas, Nolan Scritoli, Fisher Pope, and Noah Croxton. Next pitch from Bullard is in there for a strike, 0-2. Left to right, Nixon Jacobs, Jackson Bullard, Jace Locklear. Third to first, Braxton Locklear, Jace Bullard, Brennan O'Brien, Asher Freeman at first. Taylon Hunt behind the dish on the mound. Kanaya Bullard. That one's fouled off. She's ahead 0 in the count 0-2 here. Kanaya Bullard, the starting pitcher. She loves to pitch. That's what she's getting to do here. As that one fires down and away tonight. Favorite player is Ronald Acuna, and she's a Braves fan. She also plays basketball. That one in the air, left field, and deep, going back to left fielder. It's over his head and foul. Jacobs gave it a good look, but it landed foul. And I mean just barely foul. Third base umpire made the call there. So now we will reset for the 1-2. Brady Knight will hit a little looper, caught there by O'Brien, the second baseman. So a line out to the second baseman for Knight starts off the offensive day for South Carolina. There's one down. And that'll bring up Elon Bautista.
Number 22, Elon Bautista.
Bautista, left-handed hitter. North Carolina on top 2-0. They had a chance for a lot more. Walked away with only 2 runs, but they walked away with the lead in the top of the inning. First pitch from Bullard to Bautista is in there for a strike. 0-1. Next pitch up and away for a ball. 1-1 now. It's broadcast by Larry, proudly sponsored by Smash It Sports, the online pro shop with the largest selection of baseball and softball gear at the guaranteed lowest prices. Next pitch is low for a ball. Shop top brands, get free shipping on most orders, and find everything you need to play your best. Visit smashitsports.com. The 2-1. Just outside for a ball. 3-1 now. One just did miss. So 3-1. Upstairs, ball 4. Bautista takes the walk. So 1 out walk. Brings up Keegan Bowers, who was the starting pitcher for South Carolina. Was not able to get an out, but has a chance to redeem himself here. Bowers will take one in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Hunt. So Bowers ahead in the count 1-0 to Bullard. Pitch to Bowers up and away for a ball. 2-0. Bowers now going to go talk to his coach. Have a meeting on the mound here. Deacon Bowers from Lancaster, South Carolina at the plate. Favorite memory is winning state twice. Also plays football and basketball. He wants to be a lineman whenever he grows up. 2-0 to Bowers in there for a strike from Bullard. After the meeting from Hunt, Bullard fires a strike in there. Bullard back in her motion in the pitch. Fouled off to the right, now to play. Make plays at any position with the Wilson A2K and A2000 baseball gloves, designed with long-lasting pro stock leather and trusted by elite players like Mookie Betts and Ellie De La Cruz. Visit wilson.com to learn more and find your next favorite glove. Ellie De La Cruz, by the way, I'm noticing very popular with the youths of America. Breaking ball, upstairs for a ball. Counter run full. As a Cubs fan, I think he's all right. He's okay. He's not as good as Dansby Swanson. The payoff. Swing and a miss. And Bullard strikes out Bowers. We just had somebody in our booth. I'm going to keep his name confidential because that would be an embarrassing thing to get out. He said Dansby needs to go back to the Braves. Wow. You must not like Dansby, sir. Now batting, though, would be Tanner Stevenson.
Schwartz. Tanner Steven.
Tanner Stevenson batting with 2 outs. Pops one up, center field. Bullard underneath it. Barely even moved his feet. Makes the catch. And the inning will come to an end. So Kanaya Bullard works a scoreless bottom of the first. We've played one complete here. It's North Carolina 2, South Carolina nothing. We head to the second. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash Sports.
Game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
show families that Land of Frost premium lunch meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Sadler Insurance. They have been the endorsed insurance provider for DYB for decades. Think of Sadler Insurance for all your sports insurance needs for all different types of sports and activities. Quotes are available instantly online at www.sadlersports.com. Sadler insures teams, leagues, camps, tournament hosts, and sports facilities and is a one-stop shop for all your policies and risk management needs. Sadler is the official insurance provider to Diamond Youth Baseball. Welcome back here. Top of the second. 2-0 to score. North Carolina on top. Talon Hunt at the plate. Facing Knight. And Hunt gets hit by the pitch. That 1-0 pitch sailed a little bit inside from Knight. So a hit by pitch. Knight, not the starting pitcher. He was a relief pitcher. Came in for Keegan Bowers. And did a pretty good job of minimizing the damage. As we'll have a pinch runner at first. It's going to be Locklear, Braxton Locklear. Locklear was the last out in the last inning. I don't know, Jude Jacobs. Jacobs takes one low. Runner's going to go. Now they're going to throw down to second. They might have him in a pickle here. Locklear's going to get chased back to second. Throw to second. Got him. So Locklear started to steal the bag, but then had to come back, so that's going to be a caught stealing. Out number one, the base is now empty again. Good defensive play there by the Carolina infield. 1-0 the count. That one's upstairs. That might have hit the bat. They're going to say it hit the batter, Jude Jacobs. So Jacobs goes down to first base on the hit by pitch. So that's back-to-back hit by pitches. One down.
The batter, number 23, Jace Locklear.
Now Jace Locklear coming up to the plate. And the pitch is up and away for a ball to Locklear. Oh, here we go. Locklear grounds one right back to the pitcher. The pitcher goes to second for one. On to first, not in time. Knight with a good play there. Locklear reaches first on the fielder's choice. Two down. I was about to say for Locklear, favorite player for Mr. Jace Locklear, Pete Crow Armstrong. Now we're talking. Batter now, Hunter Clark. Two down, runner at first in Locklear. First baseman Barnes moves in, so does the third baseman Pate. That one's down and in for a ball. 1-0 to Hunter Clark. Hunter Kane Clark. Next pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1 the count now. Mr. Clark also plays basketball. Likes Ronald Acuna Jr. He wants to play college baseball, and he wants to join the Air Force. Mr. Clark with a solid future ahead of him. 1-1. Bounces in the dirt. Off the umpire. Throw down to the pitcher who's going to pick it up. Throw to first. Not in time. They thought Locklear had wandered off the base. What an odd bounce there as the catcher Schwartz had it go off his glove. It bounced off the umpire and right back to Schwartz. Schwartz picked it up, fired down to second, but the pitcher, Knight, intercepted the throw. And the runner, Locklear, just barely made it back in time. 2-1 the count to Clark. Pitch from Knight. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. 2 down. This could be a really big scoreless inning if Knight can get through it, with North Carolina at 2-0 here, top of the second. Choking up on the bat now is Clark. North Carolina trying to still ride the wave. Swing and a foul. Fouled it off. So foul ball. Count will stay at 2-2 now. And we'll do it again. Just barely making contact was Clark there. Using a teal bat, looks like. I like that bat. Probably got it from Smash It Sports. Next pitch is down and in for a ball. 3-2. I am a purist. I like the wood bat. I like the sound of it and all that kind of stuff. But I understand the metal bat, and I do like seeing some of the designs on these bats these kids are playing with. Payoff on its way. Breaking ball inside to Clark. What an at-bat there for Hunter Clark as he works a walk. Very patient during that AB. He's able to spoil off some good pitches, and now he hands Declan Locklear an at-bat.
To the plate, number 7, Declan Locklear.
Locklear starting defensively on the bench, nicknamed Bubba. Bubba Locklear. His favorite baseball memory is going to the World Series 2 years in a row. First pitch to Locklear is low from Knight. Bubba Locklear wants to be an MLB player or an NFL player, one of the two. Not very picky on it, I don't think. This pitch to Locklear is inside for a ball. Two and 0 the count. Coming set is Knight. Set at the chest. Runners at first and second with 2 down. The pitch in there for a strike. Good pitch from Knight. A 2-0 pitch is always crucial in that bat. Knight able to get back into this at-bat. The 2-1. Inside for a ball. 3-1 now. Now Locklear, the big pitch here. See if the take sign is on or not. Walk would load the bases for the top of the lineup. Knight does not want to walk the bases loaded. What does Locklear do here? Take sign was on, and it's ball 4. As that one rode inside. So now the bases will be loaded for Nixon Jacobs. North Carolina with a huge opportunity here to tack on some more runs. Jacobs singled to start off the game, and later came around to score the first run of the game. Now we're going to have a meeting on the mound as Knight and his coach going to have a discussion here. Brant Barnes out to talk to his righty and Knight. A big shout out to our diamond sponsor, by the way, Smash It Sports. Whether you're a player chasing your next bat or a parent gearing up a future star, Smash It Sports has you covered with the best brands and unbeatable prices. Shop now at smashitsports.com. I also want to say all of us at Synergy Sports Entertainment would like to thank the city of Laurel and the gang at Laurel Parks and Recreation with our kind hospitality throughout our 2-week stay here at the 2026 DYB World Series. For those watching our broadcast, check out visitlaureljones.com for more information. ready for the resumption of play now. Nixon Jacobs, huge at bat here for both squads. North Carolina with a chance to really bust it open. First pitch from Knight in there for a strike. Jacobs, I think, was taking all the way. It's a difficult at bat for Nixon Jacobs, with Knight kind of struggling with his command lately. But you want to be aggressive with the bases loaded and 2 outs. You don't want to get caught looking. 0-1. Down and away for a ball. 1-1. Jacobs with brown hair flowing out the back of his helmet. Ready to go for the 1-1. Here comes the pitch. That's just inside, ball 2. 2-1 now. Now Knight really's got to throw a strike here, but he cannot just throw a meatball. He's got to throw a good strike. 2 outs. Going to force at every base. The infield just trying to knock the ball down, too. The 2-1. Swinging a line drive off the glove of the pitcher, Knight, and into right center field for a base knock. 1 run is in. Here comes another. And 2 runs will score. It's a 2-run RBI single for Nixon Jacobs. As Jacobs just does get one off the end of the bat, just past Knight. And into right center field for a single. It's now 4-0 North Carolina lead. And down to third goes Locklear, by the way. 2-run single. And the batter now, Jace Bullard. Jace Bullard now batting. A 4-0 lead for North Carolina. Runners are now at first and third with 2 down. And that one gets away from the catcher. Down to the backstop. Coming in to score is the runner, and he will. Locklear scores. Did they call him out? Oh, wow, they called him out. I don't know how I missed that, but I did. Wow, what a play there by the catcher, Schwartz. The ball got away from Schwartz. Let's see the replay here. Pitch from Knight was up and away. Schwartz was able to rebound the ball very quickly, throw it down. Wow, what a play there by the defense. The runner, Locklear, chose not to slide and gets cut down at the plate. Having discussion here with the North Carolina coaching staff and umpires, but I believe Locklear was out at the plate. So inning is over. North Carolina does plate 2. We head to the bottom of the second inning. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
While managing work and family chaos, Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Bottom of the second, 4-0 to score. North Carolina in the lead. Kalen Barnes up. Sanaya Bullard on the mound. Chopper left side. Bullard fields it, throws it over to first. High. And it gets away. And down to first goes Barnes. So an errant throw by the shortstop. And E6 has a runner on first with nobody out. For Jet Schwartz. I believe on that last play of the last inning, that was Stevenson behind the dish. I just hadn't changed it in my book yet, so I apologize to the Stevenson family. That was Stevenson that made that play. Squaring around a bunt here is Schwartz, and pulls the bat back, and he takes a strike from Kanaya Bullard. Bullard comes set and deals. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Bullard's been handed a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. 0-2 the count. The pitch. Swinging a tapper, foul off Schwartz's bat. No hydration breaks yet. It's early in the day. It's not too warm outside. Not saying it's not warm, but it's not extremely warm outside. But later on today, we will have hydration breaks every 2 innings. So if you stick with us for more games than just this one. Ground ball, slowly hit. Bullard fields it, fires over to first, high. And down the right field line. Schwartz is going to round first, go to second. Going into third is the runner Barnes. And so now back-to-back errant throws has put runners at second and third with nobody out. Well, they teach you at this age, just put the ball in play. Sometimes good things will happen for your team. And that's what's going on right now for South Carolina. Haven't really hit the ball that hard yet, but they got 2 runners on with nobody out. Talon Funderburk at the plate. Taps one right side. Fielded by Bullard. Underhand toss to first in time, but coming in to score is the runner Barnes. So RBI ground out for Funderburk. And there's one down and a run in for South Carolina. Score now 4-1. Maybe that's what South Carolina needed to kind of loosen up. Runner Schwartz advanced to third base on the play. Now the pitch gets away. Schwartz is going to stay put as Hunt was on that ball pretty quickly. Colton Pate at the dish now. Pate ahead in the count 1-0, obviously. Today's game brought to you by Lando Frost, a family-owned business that's been making great tasting lunch meat for over 60 years. Run their brands in supermarkets nationwide. Check them out at landofrost.com. Next pitch in there, in the dirt, I should say, for a ball, 2-0. Still early in this game. 4-1 the score. North Carolina on top. Bottom of the second. Swing and a miss from Pate. 2-1 now. Pate trying to stay aggressive. One down. The runner at third in Schwartz. Next pitch is down and away for a ball. 3-1. Bullard on the mound, goes from the windup. Comes her pitch. Breaking ball down low. Ball 4. So Pate takes the walk. There'll be runners at first and third now for Colton Thomas, the shortstop for South Carolina. Now timeout called. And I believe we're going to have a meeting on the mound here. Special thanks, by the way, to the Diamond Youth Baseball for trusting the Synergy Sports production crew to bring DYB players, family, and friends of fun and entertaining World Series broadcasts. For the last 2 seasons, we look forward to returning again next year from Orangeburg, South Carolina. Once again, Ollie Hammonds reporting here on this early Friday morning. I don't know why in my mind I keep wanting to say Monday morning, but it's quite the opposite. It's Friday morning, which is a lot better than Monday morning. So we're ready for the resumption of play. Thomas now getting the sign from his coach down there at third. Steps up to the plate. Runners are at first and third. Squaring around to bunt is Thomas. Thomas will take one inside, or in there for a strike, I should say. Coach down there giving signs. 0-1. Squaring around a bunt again. Pops it up, foul, and now 0-2. That takes away the bunt. Thomas just trying to lay down like almost a safety squeeze. The 0-2. That one is called strike 3. Thomas took it right on the edge. And it is called strike. And now the throw gets away. Coming down home to score is the runner. Throw down to second. Goes into center field. Wow. The throw back from the catcher, Hunt, I believe, got away from the pitcher, Bullard. Let's see a replay here. No, the runner at second just took off. When the runner took off, that's when the runner at third, Schwartz, came in to score. And down to second base, by the way, goes the runner Pate. That happened so quickly. And now the pitch gets away, and down goes to third goes Pate. What a trip around the bags for that young man. I was writing in my book, The Strikeout, to keep up with what's going on in the game. When I looked up, the ball was getting tossed around. And by the time the play was over, it's 4-2 now. South Carolina has cut into the North Carolina lead in this inning. Batter is Nolan Scritoli. Scritoli ahead in the count 2-0 now. Runner at Pate at third. North Carolina got out to a 4-0 lead early in this one. South Carolina trying to scratch it back. Up and away for a ball. 3-0 now. If Scritoli can reach, Pope will bat.
35 pitches. 35 pitches.
Bullard reaching the 40-pitch mark. Fires one. Oh, that one missed somewhere. That looked pretty good, but down to first goes the runner, Scritoli. So a walk now makes it first and third now for Fisher Pope.
The batter number 3, Fisher Pope.
Fisher Pope will take a strike. Down to second goes the runner, Scritoli. Pope started the game in center field for South Carolina. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Tying run out there at second now for South Carolina, but 2 strikes here. Kaniah Bullard.
38 pitches.
On Pope. Swinging a line drive, foul down the left field line. Fisher Pope also likes to hunt and play flag football. Favorite team is the Braves. When he grows up, he wants to be a prison guard. I think that's a new one. I don't think I've seen that one yet these past 2 weekends. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Pope goes down swinging. Bullard works out of the jam, but does surrender a couple of runs to South Carolina. 4-2 the score after 2 complete. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost Premium Meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
To show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Keegan Bowers out there at first now, as Knight back out on the mound here in the top of the third. Jace Bullard due up here in this inning. Like I said, 4-2 the score. South Carolina trailing North Carolina. North Carolina able to grab a couple runs in the first and the second, as Bullard takes a strike from Knight.
35 pitches.
Knight also reaching the 40-pitch mark. Kanaya Bullard might have also ended her day last inning. Knight comes set, fires to Bullard. Ground ball left side, fielded by the third baseman, Pate. Over to Bowers on the bag at first in time. Solid play there, and there's one down. We'll bring up Asher Freeman. Asher Freeman playing first base for North Carolina today. When it comes to baseball and softball gear, nobody beats Smash It Sports. The largest bat and equipment selection online, lowest prices guaranteed. Free shipping, real expertise from people who live the game. Smash It Sports has you covered. Visit smashitsports.com. First pitch to Freeman. Chopper, left side, foul. Pate fielded it, threw a strong toss across. Would have got him if it was fair, but the umpire at third called it foul. So new life for Asher Freeman. What a play there by the third baseman, Pate. But Freeman back to the plate again. Like I said, he's got the matching gloves and bat. He's got some swag about him, does Freeman. 0-1. Chopper, is it going to stay fair or go foul? I think it goes foul. That was weird looking. Freeman swung so hard, he spun himself around. And almost hit it fair and had a base knock, but goes foul. So 0-2 the count now. Freeman taking a minute. I'm not sure. It might have hit off of him and he just didn't say anything. Was hoping it'd stay fair. 0-2 the count. With two down. Knight really could use a strikeout here, just in this at bat. Maybe get to finish off the next batter. 0-2. Chopper left side, foul. Division I AAA action here early on this beautiful Friday morning. Expect to get some rain later on today. I'm not sure what that's going to do to our schedule here, but we'll figure it all out as we go. Ollie Ham is reporting. Mr. Kyle to my left directing and producing. That pitch is in the dirt for a ball, 1-2. you watched last weekend. It'll be the same exact crew this weekend. I believe after me is going to be Mr. Kevin Maloney. And now I think we're going to have a pitching change. 40 pitches for Knight. And he will be taken out of the game. Pretty solid outing from him, though. So we're going to kick it to a break. 1-2 the count. 1 down, 4-2 the score. Nobody on the bags for North Carolina with Asher Freeman at the plate. We're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
New pitcher, Colton Thomas here. Top half of the third inning, 4-2 the score. North Carolina on top. Thomas, the new pitcher for South Carolina. Brady Knight back out there at short. Batter is Asher Freeman with a 1-2 count. 1 down. First pitch from Thomas. Fly ball left field. Playable for Scritoli. Makes the catch. And there is out number 2. Now Jackson Bullard due up. So 1 pitch, 1 away for Thomas. It's pretty easy for him. I believe that's Elam Bautista back out there in left as well. The batter now, Jackson Bullard. Bullard will take one outside. Bullard, nicknamed Jax, says it's fun playing with his twin brother. Ground ball left side, foul. Bullard wants to be an MLB coach. I like that. I like that career plan. Also plays football, basketball, and wrestling. (2-0) line drive, base knock into center field. Nice, solid base hit there for Bullard. As that single will continue the inning for Brennan O'Brien. Brennan O'Brien. Middle name Eli, nickname B, from Pembroke, North Carolina. Bryant will take a strike. What a bender there from Thomas. Thomas kind of has that funky type delivery where he turns his back to the hitter. That one outside for a ball. Only seen a few pitchers do that. One of them's Yu Darvish that I can think of. Yu Darvish used to do that, or I guess still does do that. Delivers outside, does Thomas. Jake Arrieta used to do that as well. And right-handed hitters used to talk about how difficult it was to hit against those guys because the ball just seemed to come out of nowhere. Swinging a fly ball right field. Is it playable for Funderburg? Yes, it is, and he makes the catch. And the inning comes to an end. North Carolina fails to score for the first time today. They lead it 4-2. We head to the bottom of the third. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat. Now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
To show families that Land of Frost premium lunch meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
Smash Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
First pitch of the inning is down and in. Today's game is brought to you by Land of Frost, a family-owned company that sees great importance in keeping communities and their families healthy and active. Land of Frost started their youth sports initiative in 2003, which provides funds to help cover costs associated with organizing and operating youth sports organizations. Find out more at landofrost.com. New pitcher, Jace Bullard. Bullard fires a strike in there to Noah Croxton. Also, Jacobs now in right field, and Locklear out there in left. Bullard comes set in the pitch. Ground ball right side off the bat of Croxton. Fielded by the second baseman O'Brien over to first in time. It was a pretty good pitch there from Bullard. Croxton hit it off the end of the bat. Looked like he hit a bowling ball out there. And back to the top of the order for Brady Knight. North Carolina on top, 4-2. Bottom of the third. Brady Knight batting here for South Carolina. A battle for the Carolinas. In the early going of this tournament. Our first game broadcasted here on the DYB Network, presented by Smash It Sports. Brady Knight's favorite memory was touring the South Carolina Gamecock Stadium. That pitch is in there for a strike 0-1. Loves to play tackle football. Specifies tackle. That tells me Mr. Knight might be a defensive player. The 0-1. Fouled off. Also likes to play basketball. Favorite player, once again, Ellie De La Cruz in the Atlanta Braves. With Ellie De La Cruz rolled up here in Laurel, apparently he'd be treated like a king.
Very much so.
The 0-2. Outside for a ball, 1-2. Brady Knight, slender shortstop, did a great job on the mound in the middle of this game. Lancaster, South Carolina. And what does he want to do when he grows up? He filled in here, obviously an MLB player. And if it takes you 2 minutes to watch him play, he's got a shot at it. Goes to Buford Middle School. That one's a ground ball, right side, off the glove of O'Brien. Going to be a tough play anyways. So, reaching first base is Knight with one down. Not sure how they'll score that one. The official score will. That'll bring up Elan Bautista. Well, we got a official score, hit or a error. Gave him a hit. So a single there for Mr. Knight. Bautista fouls one off. Bautista's back out there in left field. Left-handed hitter. Has a towel out of his back pocket. 0-1. Fouled off. Mr. Bautista's favorite memory is hitting his first homer over the fence. He likes the Yankees, and his all-time favorite player is Derek Jeter. Go 2 upstairs for a ball, 1-2. That's interesting. I wonder if Mr. Bautista was around enough to watch Jeter play live. Best one last week was we had somebody who was a Nolan Ryan fan. Swinging a foul off, and my esteemed colleague, Mr. Mark Easley, told me that he one time saw one that said Babe Ruth was their favorite player. Mark should know how good Babe Ruth was because he watched him play live.
I wouldn't know that one. He's older than me.
The 1-2. Down low for a ball. 2-2 now. One down. Runner at first and Knight. Pitch on its way from Bullard. It gets in the dirt. Kicks away from the catcher, Hunt. That was a weird kick. And down the second goes the runner, Knight. That was an odd bounce of the ball there off of Bullard. Or, excuse me, off of Hunt. That one is ball 4. Wow, what a take there by Bautista. Ball 4 will put 2 men on with one down. And now Keegan Bowers due up. Bowers, the first baseman now for South Carolina. Keegan Bowers, tall and strong right-handed hitter. The runner now at second. Faked like he was going to steal and then just stopped. Knight stopped. And now retreats back to second. Coming set is Bullard. Now Bullard fires again. That one's a little bit low. Bullard's been all around the zone in this inning. Jace Bullard coming in for Kanaya Bullard. Now squaring around a bunt is Bowers, and he'll take a strike. The runner at second almost took third. Shortstop Kanaya Bullard was kind of late covering. Bullard out there at short now. The 2-1. In there for a strike. 2-2 now to Bowers. One down, 4-2 the score. North Carolina on top. Bottom of the third. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Jace Bullard to get Bowers swinging. And there's 2 down now for Tanner Stevenson. Stevenson, the tan man. His favorite memory was hitting 4 bombs off of his coach, Coach Brandt's curveball. Brant Barnes, his head coach. Apparently, Mr. Stevenson got a hold of a few in practice one time. Chase Bullard's pitch fouled off. 0-1. What's a new ball? Wind gently blowing out to left. Now we have I think Braxton Locklear down there at third, tying his shoe. Now he's ready to go. And we are ready for the resumption of play. 0-1. The count. The pitch. Down and away. Runner at second. Knight once again fakes like he's going to steal and then goes back. So 1-1 the count now. That one's in there for a strike. 1-2. So now a pitch away from getting out of the inning is Bullard. And swing and a miss. Stevenson strikes out swinging. Good pitch there by Jace Bullard. As Bullard keeps South Carolina off the board. It's still 4-2 the score. North Carolina in the lead. We're halfway through this one. We head to the fourth. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash Sports.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat. Now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
To show families that Land of Frost premium lunch meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
Smash Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of
Welcome back here. Top half of the fourth inning. 4-2 the score. North Carolina on top. First pitch of the inning popped up off the bat of Bullard. First baseman over to grab it out of the air. What a catch there by Mr. Barnes at first. And Bullard pops up to the first baseman. I think that was in fair territory. Or maybe in foul. I'm not exactly sure. Either way, there's one down. Here in the top half of the fourth inning. It's the batter now, Braxton Locklear at the plate. Now the pitcher, Colton Thomas, had something happen to him there. Just wants to reset, now fires again. Swinging a line drive down the left field line, foul. I think Thomas's cleat slipped on the mound. The mound artificial. Not a normal dirt mound. So I think his cleat kind of slipped on him. 0-1. Breaking ball. Rides high. 1-1. Top of the fourth, North Carolina wanting to put more runs on the board. Keep it kind of a comfortable lead for them. 1-1. Breaking ball. That was a good-looking pitch. Just does miss. 2-1 now. The broadcast sponsored by Smash It Sports. When it comes to baseball and softball gear, nobody beats Smash It Sports. Largest bat and equipment selection online. Lowest prices guaranteed. Free shipping. Real expertise from people who live the game. Smash It Sports has you covered. Visit smashitsports.com. 3-1 the count. On Locklear. Thomas set. And fires. That one's in there for a strike. Now the count goes full. The payoff pitch is on its way from Thomas. He comes set. And now fires. Swinging a foul ball. Off to the right and out of play. Make plays at any position with the Wilson HUK and H2000 baseball gloves designed with long-lasting pro stock leather and trusted by elite players like Mookie Betts and Ellie De La Cruz. Visit wilson.com to learn more and find your next favorite glove. The payoff. Swing and a foul. Might have made contact with the umpire there. I think it did, as catcher Stevenson in the game, by the way. Gives it a moment. Barnes back in the game at first. Bowers goes over to third. Funderburk out there in left. Now timeout called as Locklear steps out. Locklear popped up to the third baseman at the time. That was Colton Pate. The payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike three. What a pitch there by Thomas. And there's out number two. Gonna bring up Talon Hunt.
Number 55, Hunt.
The batter here, Hunt, takes a strike. Talon Hunt takes a strike. Two down in the inning. 1-1 the count now. That one rides high. One, two. Or the 1-1, I should say, in there for a strike. That makes it 1-2. Today's game obviously also sponsored by Lando Frost, a family-owned business that's been making great tasting lunch meat for over 60 years. Find their brands in supermarkets nationwide. Check them out at landofrost.com. Swing and a miss. Strike three, and the inning comes to an end. Hunt strikes out swinging. Good job there by Colton Thomas as he works on 1-2-3 with back-to-back strikeouts to end the frame. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. North Carolina up 4-2. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
While managing work and family chaos, Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with a bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Today's game stream is brought to you by Synergy Sports Entertainment, the official broadcast partner of Diamond Youth Baseball. Our experienced team of professional announcers, producers, and camera operators. Chopper left side. Bullard clanks it around, and that will not be able to make the play. So I have Bullard unable to gather that one. And so error on the shortstop gives Barnes first base. I'll bring up Jet Schwartz. Our experienced team of professional announcers, producers, and camera operators are excited to bring you live coverage all this week. Squaring around a bunt is Schwartz. And he'll take a strike. With over 100 years of combined experience, Synergy Sports is a full-service sports media and marketing company offering end-to-end video coverage, sports broadcasting, sponsorship acquisition, and promotion of your company's special events. Check us out today at synergysportsproductions.com. That pitch gets away. And down to second goes the runner. Looks like that runner, by the way, is Bautista down there at second, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, I'm putting a pinch runner in there when that's just Barnes out there. He's running for himself. What an idea. So Barnes down to second base. That one fouled off. Down the left field line. Off the bat of Jet Schwartz. Schwartz down 1-2. Schwartz reached on an error and scored. That was back in the second. North Carolina on top in this one, 4-2. Bottom of the fourth. Jace Bullard still out on the mound. Sun continuing to rise in the sky, and the heat starting to set in out there. That one's low. It gets away from the catcher, Hunt, but staying put at second is Barnes. Hunt was unable to locate the ball for a minute there. Talon Hunt on the dish in this whole game so far. Done a good job back there. 2-2 the count now. And the pitch fouled off. Count will remain at 2-2. Pitch from Bullard. Down and away for a ball. Backhanded by Hunt. Now the count has gone to full. After Schwartz, it'll be Funderburk. Bullard does not want to walk. Schwartz would love to get an out here. Swinging a pop-up foul. Back out of play. Jet Schwartz with a good at-bat here. Able to fight. Stay alive. Spoil some pretty good pitches. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Ground ball left side. It's going to stay fair. Locklear fields it. Over to first. Gets away from the first baseman, and down to third goes the runner. That got away from Freeman down there at first. And down to third goes the runner, Barnes. So an error has put Schwartz at first, Barnes at third, and Funderburk at the plate. Tying run is on the bases. Funderburk squaring around the bunt. Takes one down and in. Gets away from Hunt. Hunt can't locate it, but down to second goes the runner. Runner at third, Barnes stays put. Run did not come in to score, but now the tying run's in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. Now a meeting on the mound between Hunt and Bullard. Meeting now over. Hunt trying to calm down his right-handed pitcher. Squaring around a bunt now. Funderburk takes one down and away for a ball.
35 pitches. 35 pitches.
Bullard reaching pitch limit here, or the 40 pitch mark, I should say. 2-0. Outside for a ball, 3-0. Now Bullard with the potential to walk the bases loaded. Another discussion between Hunt and Bullard. Funderburk probably automatic take here. Payoff pitch coming up. See what happens. Bullard's pitch. Outside, ball 4. Bases are now loaded. That walk puts Funderburk at first, Schwartz at second, Barnes at third. And now Colton Pate due up. And now we're going to have a meeting on the mound. Not sure if this is a change or not with 37 pitches delivered by Bullard. I don't think it's going to be a change. Special thanks to Diamond Youth Baseball for trusting the Synergy Sports production crew to bring DYB players, family, and friends a fun and entertaining World Series broadcast for the last 2 seasons. DYB, by the way, is an all-volunteer youth baseball program. There are no paid officials in DYB, from the national level down to the district level. All of our officials serve out of the love for their communities and the children that participate in our program. Join us by volunteering in your local league and help our children become the leaders of tomorrow. Looks like head coach for North Carolina is going to take the mound and pitch here. Caleb Jacobs is going to make a pitching change. So I think we're going to kick it to a break real quick. Score is 4-2. North Carolina in the lead, but South Carolina with the bases loaded and nobody out. Bottom of the 4th inning. We'll bring you back when there's something to report. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
To show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smash the Sport.
So the change is that Jace Buller's now back on the mound. No, nothing. The count with the bases loaded. And Colton Pate due up, takes the ball, bases loaded. 4-2 the score. Jace Bullard must have needed to go to the dugout for something. I'm not sure what. Squaring around the bunt is Pate. Takes to strike. After Pate, it'll be Thomas. Barnes at third. Schwartz at second. Funderburk at first. Nobody out. Infield in all the way around. The 1-1. Outside. 2-1 the count. 40th pitch delivered there for Bullard. This will be Bullard's final at bat, I would assume. Let's pitch outside, ball 3. 3-1 now. And now Bullard's going to have to throw a strike. Nowhere to put Pate. Bullard's going to go from the windup, it looks like. The pitch on its way to Pate. Outside, ball 4. And a run comes in for South Carolina. It's now 4-3 the score. RBI walk for Colton Pate. And everybody else advances a base, of course. And now a run is in, and I believe that will be a pitching change right there. Okay, so this time we're going to actually kick it to a break for a pitching change. 4-3 the score. Nobody out. The bases are still loaded for Colton Thomas. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash It Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at SmashItSports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Colton Thomas at the plate. Pitch gets away. Everybody's going to hold their bases. That'll be ball 1. Colton Thomas batting. New pitcher is O'Brien. Brendan O'Brien comes in to pitch. Bullard just goes out to second base. Infield still pulled in. 4-3 the score. North Carolina on top of South Carolina here in the bottom of the 4th. South Carolina at the plate. Thomas squares around the bunt. Another one inside. Gets away from the pitcher. But the runners will stay put. The entire infield is crashing there. I think they're just going to try to cut the runner down at the plate, which is normally the play. But I don't know if I've ever seen the entire infield crash on a bunt. That one gets away again. Ball 3. O'Brien down in the count 3-0 to Thomas. Thomas trying to get another RBI for South Carolina, maybe tie this one up. Bottom of the 4th. Thomas squares around the bunt again. Pitch is in there for a strike. That time just the corner infielders crashed. So now 3-1 the count, the pitch. That's in there, strike 2. So Thomas going to have to be a little bit more aggressive here. O'Brien back into this count. Sritoli on deck for South Carolina. Nobody out. Bases loaded. The pitch. That's inside, ball 4. Thomas takes the walk. Another RBI, and the ball game is tied up at 4 apiece. As Schwartz comes in to score. And now Nolan Sritoli at the plate. Still nobody out. Bottom of the 4th inning. And now, I think O'Brien needed to take off a wristband. Not exactly sure. I think we're going to have a pinch runner over there at first. Looks almost like number 10. Are my eyes deceiving me? We will see. Squaring around a bunny, Scritoli up and in for a ball to him. Report number 15. So that'll be Stevenson over there at first. Next pitch is in there for a strike. Thomas, of course, the current pitcher for South Carolina. Tie ball game at 4 apiece. 1-1 to Scritoli upstairs. North Carolina got out to a 4-0 lead in the second. Looked like they were rolling offensively, but South Carolina just kept chipping away at it, and they've tied it up in the bottom of the fourth. 2-1. Low ball 3. 3-1. And now O'Brien in danger of walking in another run. The first 2 batters in the inning made contact with the ball, but since then the ball has not been put in play. Fouled off. So now a payoff coming up. Today's game sponsored by Lando Frost, family-owned business that's been making great tasting lunch meat for over 60 years. Find their brands in supermarkets nationwide. Check them out at landofrost.com. The payoff. Upstairs, ball 4. And another walk. Scritoli with another RBI. South Carolina back on top. Or actually, they lead for the first time today. As a walk has made it now 5-4, South Carolina on top. And we might have a pitching change as Fisher Pope will be due up for South Carolina. Yep, pitching change. Looks like the center fielder Bullard is going to come in to pitch. We're going to kick it to a break. 5-4 the score. Bases are loaded. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
To show families that Land of Frost premium lunch meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
Smash Sports.
Brennan O'Brien just goes out to center field. Jackson Bullard, the center fielder, now into pitch. First pitch on its way to Fisher Pope, the batter. Takes a strike, 0-1 the count. Bases are loaded, nobody out. North Carolina with a big comeback here, 3 runs in the inning as they now lead. Bullard fires down low for a ball to Pope. 1-1 now. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. So nobody out. Bullard really needs to get some outs here for North Carolina. Came to the inning up 4-1. Have fallen down now 5-4. That one up and in almost collects Pope's helmet. And the count now goes to 2-2. Pope struck out his one time up. Big RBI opportunity here though. 2-2 outside, ball 3, 3-2. That was outside. Bullard did not really agree with the call. Jackson Bullard played center field the whole time. In a sticky situation here. Payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's out number 1 for Pope. Or I should say for Bullard. Now Noah Croxton, the second baseman for South Carolina, due up. One down, bases are still loaded. Left on left matchup here. That one's inside to Croxton. Difficult situation kind of to be a South Carolina hitter. Sounds easy, but you don't know whether or not to pull the trigger, be aggressive, or take a strike. That one gets away from the catcher. Runner from third is going to try to score, sliding home safely. Pate scores. Everybody else also moves up, another run in. Runners are now at second and third with one down. Noah Croxton with another opportunity here. No force at home now. So the infield's going to play back just a little bit, I think. Pitch from Bullard. Outside for a ball 3-3-0. And now, a walk's not really the worst thing here. We'll just have to see what happens, though. Next pitch is in there for a strike. 3-1. Croxton trying to keep the inning alive, and, well, not alive, but keep it going for South Carolina. Next pitch to him. Popped up, left side, foul, and off the dugout of North Carolina there. South Carolina, the home team in this one. Huge inning here. They've scored 5 runs. Lead it 6-4 now. Pitch from Bullard. Up and in, ball 4. And the bases are now loaded once again for South Carolina. And the batter now back to the top of the order for Brady Knight. Really not a good situation for North Carolina. But if you're Brady Knight, you're probably licking your chops. You probably didn't even think he'd hit in this inning. But here he is. Now hits a fly ball left side, foul territory, and back out of play. Once hits off the umbrella of our transmitter down there, it looks like, actually, or something down there. I believe that is ours. Might have to send a bill to old Mr. Knight down there. Next pitch tonight, outside. 1-1. And now visible frustration on the entire North Carolina team. Not too thrilled with the calls here, but that was outside. 1-1, bouncer left side. Ooh, soft hands over there at third. A lot of coach in the box down there. One, two. Popped up, foul, and back out of play. So we'll do the 1-2 again. 1-2. Just high for a ball. 2-2 now. Bullard's next pitch. Inside, and it hits Knight. RBI hit by pitch. That's an RBI the most painful way that there is. But I don't think Mr. Knight's going to throw that one back. The 5th run in the inning for South Carolina. And it's now 7-4, South Carolina on top. Bautista at the plate now, takes one inside. Base is still loaded. Elan Bautista, 2 walks in this game. Looks like he's got the pop potentially to hit a big one. Instead, he hits a little bouncer up in front of the plate. Hunt fields it. Not going to throw anywhere, and the run's going to score. RBI infield single for Bautista. Another run is in. As it's now 8-4. South Carolina leads it. As Bowers now comes to the plate. And we might have us another pitching change. I'm not exactly sure. Probably will be a pitching change, though. No, I think just a meeting here. Head coach North Carolina came out, but he's just throwing the umpire a couple balls. Coach Bullard out there. And now Bowers, after his meeting with his coach down there at third, ready to go. So I think we're actually going to have a defensive change. I think a new catcher is going to be in the game. Yeah, I think that's what we got in our camera shot here. Not exactly sure who's going to be in the game. Now looking at this replay, Bautista, a little tapper, and catcher Hunt just was unable to make a throw anywhere. It's one of those hit them where they ain't type of plays. We're having a catching change, I believe. A little bit of controversy, too, about the rules. Umpires discussing that, whether or not this is allowed, but I'm not here really to ask questions. I'm here just to broadcast. I still ask questions every once in a while, though. All these defensive changes is what makes DYB different, by the way. One good rule is required participation during the local season. Every player on every team is required to play in every game. In World Series play, all players bat in a continuous batting order and play 2 innings on defense. This is not a perfect rule, but is much more than most youth baseball organizations require, and allows each player to be an active participant in each game played by his team. Just being a part of each win or loss means much to a child. They want to belong, and DYB makes sure they do by enforcing this rule. DYB believes this is a step in the right direction, a child's direction. Ground ball base hit into right field for Bowers. 1 run is in. Here comes another. He will score. Big RBI single there for Keegan Bowers. As Locklear, the catcher, comes in, or Clark, I should say, comes in, and immediately 2 runs come in to score. Scoring on the play is, I believe that was Scritoli. Oh, excuse me, no, Croxton came in to score. And so did Knight. So 2 RBI single for Bowers. That one down and away for a ball. Big, huge inning here for South Carolina. 9 runs have come in to score. Nice swinging a fly ball. Foul territory over to make the catch is Locklear, the third baseman. Bautista, by the way, down there at third. Now 2 down. Bowers the runner at first, or now at second, I should say. Batter here is Stevenson, ground ball base hit. Right center field, 1 runner's in. Here comes another. The throw to the plate might be in time. They got him. What a throw there by the center fielder. And the inning comes to an end. South Carolina does score a run on that play. And the score now 11-4. What an inning for South Carolina. They came down 4-1. Came in the inning down 4-1. They now lead at 11-4 as we head to the 5th inning. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash It Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashisports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
This broadcast is proudly sponsored by Smash It Sports, the online pro shop with the largest selection of baseball and softball gear. At the guaranteed lowest prices, shop top brands, get free shipping on most orders, and find everything you need to play your best. Visit smashitsports.com. 9 runs in the last inning for South Carolina. Line drive and a base hit here by the leadoff batter, Jude Jacobs. And that'll lead off the top half of the 5th inning. 9 runs last inning. It's now 11-4 South Carolina lead. Came in the last inning down 4-2. And now, Colton Thomas is in line for the win, if he can hold on to this lead for South Carolina. Next pitch, fly ball, right center field, out. Funderburk makes the catch. There's out number 1. Funderburk underneath it, made a great catch there. Out number 1 as Locklear is retired. Jacobs down to first on that single. Hunter Clark, the now catcher for North Carolina, at the plate. That one's outside. Now, last time Colton Thomas was on the mound, his team was down 4-2. A very different game now as he takes the rubber. The 1-0. Ground ball right side. Fielded by the first baseman, Barnes, goes over to first in time. And there's out number 1, or 2. Two down, and now Declan Locklear, the third baseman. Number 7 Locklear will stride up to the plate. 2 down, runner at second, and Jacobs after that last ground ball. Pitch from Thomas to Locklear. It's in there for a strike. Thomas has had a lot of motion on his pitches, a lot of bend, and some breaking balls. 0-1. Outside for a ball. 1-1 now. Top of the 5th inning. Early game here. Next pitch swung on a miss by Locklear. 1-2. Thomas has done a great job in relief. Been pretty efficient and quick working. Fires with his 1-2. That hit off that should be the knob of the bat. Yeah, knob of the bat. So that'll be a foul ball. Locklear was choking up on the bat, so made contact with the knob. One time I had that happen to me and it went fair. That's a quick way to ground out. That's right, unintentional bunt. The 1-2. Swinging a line drive, base knock into center field. Over to pick it up to center fielder Pope. Gets it back in quickly. That holds the runner Jacobs to staying put at third. 2-out single. We'll flip over the lineup back to the top of the order. Nixon Jacobs. Good single there by Declan Locklear. So Jacobs now due up. Jacobs has singled twice and scored a run. First pitch from Thomas to Jacobs. High for a ball. 1-0. Ollie Hammond's reporting on his Friday morning. Got some rain coming up in the forecast, I believe. We'll see what happens throughout the day. 1-0. Popped up. Shallow right field. Base knock into right field. Right in front of Funderburk. And in to score is the runner, Jacobs. So North Carolina scratches out a run. It's now 11-5 the score. On the RBI single by Nixon Jacobs. Advancing to second is Declan Locklear. Jace Bullard now due up. Bullard throws lefty, but bats righty. It's kind of a rare combination. That one down and away for a ball. So 2-0 now the count. Now to talk to his righty is the catcher. Catcher back there, Jet Schwartz. Schwartz and Stevenson have kind of traded off duties all day. Jace Bullard now steps back in. The 2-0. Outside, 3-0.
35 pitches.
So if Bullard can walk here, that'll load up the bases. The 3-0 in there for a strike. Big shout out to our diamond sponsor, Smash It Sports. Whether you're a player chasing your next bat or a parent gearing up a future star, Smash It Sports has you covered with the best brands and unbeatable prices. And now Thomas fell down. I think Thomas might have hit his elbow too. I think Coach Brant Barnes, going to come out and check on Thomas, the pitcher. That's twice in this game. His foot just hasn't caught the rubber yet. And he just kind of slipped. So, meeting is adjourned. Shop now, by the way, at smashitsports.com. So we're ready to go with the 3-1. 2 down. That one's fouled off. So now full count. Thomas nearing his 40-pitch mark. He's done a great job in relief. I know Coach Barnes would love him to just go ahead and get this last out. Send his squad back to the dugout. Thomas's next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and he does just that. Bullard strikes out swinging, and the inning comes to an end. North Carolina does plate 1. But South Carolina's up 11-5 still as we head to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
8 grams of healthy protein in the land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
To show families that Land of Frost premium lunch meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
Smash It Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smashes Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashesports.com today.
Tired of missing?
Welcome back here. Bottom half of the fifth, 11-5 the score. South Carolina on top of North Carolina.
At the plate, number 2, Schwartz.
Jet Schwartz to bat. As he'll square around and take a strike from Bullard. Jace Bullard still out on the mound. Bullard trying to work quick. Coming back. Outside, 1-1. Swinging a ground ball, left side, foul. On deck is Funderburk. And Colton Payton, if anybody can reach, Colton Thomas will bat. Thomas, by the way, pitching at 38 pitches, done a great job. And will likely be out of the game for the last inning. One, two. Swinging a line drive past the third baseman Locklear and in the left field for a base knock. And so a leadoff single for Schwartz. Brings up Funderburk.
The batter, number 44, Funderburk.
Funderburk singled as well, or walked in this one and scored a run. I believe we have a pinch runner over there at first, too. It looks like Kalen Barnes for the catcher, Schwartz. Now squaring around the bunt is Funderburk. So 0-1 the count. This pitch popped up. Foul and back out of play. 0-2 now on Funderburk from Bullard. Sun starting to peek out now behind the clouds. Now that one swung on a miss. Strike 3 as Funderburk comes up empty. There's out number 1.
The batter, number 12.
That'll bring up Colton Pate with 1 down. Jackson Bullard gets the strikeout there. Swinging a line drive, caught by the shortstop. Throw over to first, doubled up. Kanaya Bullard made the catch and threw it over to first in time. What a double play there by the shortstop. And the inning comes to an end. All right, time to fasten those seatbelts. South Carolina up 11-5. We head to the 6th. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost Premium Meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Nolan Scritoli on the mound for South Carolina as he tries to secure these last 3 outs. Asher Freeman at the plate for North Carolina. South up 11-5. Battle of the Carolinas. Glad you have joined us. Ollie Hammond's reporting here on the early game. That's turned into the midday game. As we've had a long one. The start time for this one was 8:30. We were right on time. And now I think you can safely say we're not on time anymore. Next game was scheduled for 10:15, and I think we're in the 3rd inning of that game. Not really. It's supposed to be on this field, and it will be. They'll give them a little bit of a break. Not much, though, on the field. That'll be Kevin Maloney. We'll have that game for you here on the DYB Network, presented by Smash It Sports. Batter here, Asher Freeman, ahead 3-0. Next pitch is ball 4. So ball 4. Ball 4 gives the runner Freeman first. And now Bullard at the plate. Jackson Bullard now at the plate. Down 0-1 to Scritoli. That one is down low for a ball. 1-1. That one's in there for a strike. 1-2 now, the count. Scritoli is going to come set for the 1-2 instead of timeout by a Bullard. Here comes the 1-2. Ground ball right side. Diving attempt by the second baseman Croxton. And a base knock, and down the throw goes. Instead, that's actually Thomas down there at second. Throw goes to second, but the runner makes it safely there. So a single puts Freeman at second for Brendan O'Brien. First pitch to O'Brien is up and away from Scritoli. And now we're going to have a meeting on the mound here for Scritoli from Coach Brant Barnes. So discussion here with Scritoli. Today's game, by the way, brought to you by Sadler Insurance. They've been the endorsed insurance provider for DYB for decades. Think of Sadler Insurance for all your sports insurance needs for all different types of sports and activities. Quotes are available instantly online at www.sadlersports.com. Sadler insures teams, leagues, camps, tournament hosts, and sports facilities, and is a one-stop shop for all your policies and risk management needs. Sadler is the official insurance provider to Diamond Youth Baseball. Meeting adjourned. O'Brien ahead in the count 1-0 to Scritoli. Lefty comes set, fires. Swinging a fly ball, center field, and playable for Pope. Pope makes the catch. There's out number 1. 1 down. That'll bring up Kaniah Bullard. Bullard will bat with one down and runners at first and second. First baseman Barnes playing in a little bit. Scritoli comes set and fires. Breaking ball gets away from the catcher Stevenson, and down to second and third go the runners. So now 2 in scoring position. One down, 1-0 the count. Pitch on its way from Scritoli. Upstairs for a ball, 2-0. Still just one down. Bullard, the starting pitcher in this one for North Carolina. And she will take a strike. Bullard with the two-tone helmet. She will take a ball down and away. 3-1 now. Scritoli's going to have to fire a strike here. Base is open at first, and ball 4. So a walk to Kanai Bullard. Will load the bases for Braxton Locklear.
At the plate, number 3, Locklear.
Locklear 0 for 2 today. Has a chance to be a hero here for North Carolina. Maybe really get this inning going for North Carolina. But Scritoli just trying to end this one. He's got a 6-run cushion with 11-5 lead for South Carolina. First pitch on its way, foul ball. Just barely fouled down the left field line. Pretty good crowd on hand here for this tournament. Division I AAA action in this game. Here on the DYB Network, presented by Smash Sports. Choking up is Locklear here. Next pitch to Locklear in there for a strike. 0-2. And now Scritoli ahead. One down, bases loaded. Top of the 6th. Next pitch, outside. Stevenson set up outside. That's exactly where Scritoli threw it. So 1-2. The pitch. Called strike 3. 2 down. Locklear strikes out. And Scritoli now 1 out away from ending this ball game. And now Hunt represents the final chance for North Carolina. First pitch to Hunt. Down and in. Stevenson blocks it up, though. Good job there by the catcher. Bases are still loaded. Taylon Hunt. The batter, caught for most of the game, is the last chance for North Carolina. The 1-0. That one's in there for a strike. 1-1. Hunt's ready. So is Scritoli. Scritoli comes set at the chest and delivers outside. 2-1. Owen Scritoli started out in left field in this game. Now trying to close it out for North Carolina. Now meeting with Hunt and his coach down there at third. Now we are ready for the resumption of play here. 2-1 to Hunt from Scritoli. Comes set at the chest. Rocks and fires. Fly ball right side, foul territory. Is it playable for Barnes? Yes, it is! What a catch there by Barnes. Caden Barnes makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Final score 11-5. South Carolina with a huge comeback to start this tournament. What a job there by Barnes, the first baseman. Wow, what a game. A 9-run fourth inning fuels a big comeback by South Carolina. They win this one 11-5. Let's kick it to a break. When we come back, final comments on this one. South Carolina wins it 11-5. You're watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
To show families that Land of Frost premium lunch meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smash Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
South Carolina, a 9-run fourth inning fuels a big comeback. They win this one 11-5. Let's kick it immediately to the play of the game. USA Baseball play of the game. Let's call it that last one by Mr. Barnes over there at first. Pop up by Hunt. Barnes down the right field line. What a catch with his back to the infield. And he was pumped. Look at him right there. Whole squad was pumped for South Carolina. Big game. There's a reason why they were excited, because that was a huge comeback there. Just a big game to start off their tournament. They win this one 11-5. And we thank you so much for joining us. All right, so signing off on the first game of the day. 11-5 the final score. Ollie Hammond signing off. You've been watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.